Last week on Doll Club. This week on Doll Club.
I was like, God, calling on you. You gonna have to do something because this is too much for me and I don't know what to do.
So, what is up, dolls?
So this video, I will be talking to you girls about how I basically just built up my confidence to follow my purpose. Now this hair is gonna get on my fucking face. We ain't gonna start right there. We're gonna have to take it back a little bit into the journey. In the meantime, I'm also gonna be doing my makeup so y'all can watch me do my makeup because I need to film some content later. So I was like, let me do a 3-in-1 with me and do all of this. Get ready and chit chat with me to see how I found the confidence to follow my purpose. Okay, so everything that I'm doing my makeup with today, y'all, I got it from beauty supply. I'm not a makeup guru, don't get twisted. I just wanted to come and talk to you as big sis, just to open up about how I really just started this thing out and how I just gained the confidence to really just to go for it. Why not go for it? Let's talk about before I even knew I had purpose. How did I come into the realization that I had purpose? What made me even want to dig deeper like this? I moved out at the age of 19. Me and my best friend got an apartment. Whoop-de-whoop. It was actually very fun. Like when we first started off, everything was cool. The rate of the apartment, I believe, was $1,300, and we split it in half. All the rest of the bills in half. So everything was just split in half. So everything was really cool. It was easy in the beginning. In this time of my life, I was in college still. I was attending Prairie A&M University, PV, you know, baby. I was doing online classes because I waited too late for housing and I didn't want to stay all the way out at PV by myself. So I was like, why I can't just get a apartment with my best friend? So me and my best friend ended up getting the apartment. It felt like to us it felt like a miracle, a dream come true. Little did we know, oh my goodness, months went by and they ended up raising the rent at this apartment place. So rent went from $1,300 to like $1,600. Keep in mind, we is still some college students. She's still in school, I'm still in school, and she working her job at the hospital. I was working my job at Kroger. It was just not enough. Honestly, going into it all, we didn't know anything about moving. We were so new to all of this. We just were some rebel ass kids, and we just really just wanted change. We really wanted something different, and we was gonna make it happen. And I love that about us because we had ambition and we some hustlers. Life started hitting us. Not only did the price start going up, life started hitting us. My bestie ended up being in the hospital for a little bit of time because of some injuries. And for me, I also got a second job. I get this second job, I realized that this second job is just too much. Go all the way with y'all in the morning and then my other job at night. It was really just taxing on my body. It was too much because I still had school to do, and it was just like, okay, this is just too fucking much, bitch. You need to figure out your life. But really, I was just having a breakdown, and I was like, God, I'm calling on you. You gonna have to do something because this is too much for me and I don't know what to do. But in the midst of it all, I just kept going. Then on my like maybe 3rd week at my new job, I got hit by a car. And to me, anybody else would take this as it's the end of the world, and I did. I didn't really take it as the end of the world, but I took it as like, man, this is freaking crazy. I took it as like, this is a sign, bro. I literally just prayed to God and I said, I need change. Like, I need something new. This is too much. And then I realized, look at what he's done. He put me in these predicaments only so that I can win, only so that I can elevate. I got hit by a car and it tore my ACL, so I was down for some months and I was on crutches. But it wasn't nothing major. Like, it was nothing. I got hit by a car. First of all, my body, I could have been destroyed. God kept me. Like, I love him so much. So me having that realization, this realization came after we are long gone from this apartment. No longer stay at this apartment. This is a new era of my life. So I get here. Well, okay, so the lease is up and I feel like it's the end of the world because I'm like, bruh, I refuse. I refused to go back home. So I was really strong, level-headed on that. And me and my parents weren't on the best of terms because of the way I left. Like, I just really just left, y'all. I was still holding on to that. I was still trying to heal from that, not knowing where to go. So I just had a lot on my mind, and it was just like, bruh, it feels like my life is ending. It feels like my life is in shambles right now. So that's when I really just started my journey of getting closer to God. I put aside religion and got into a relationship with God. I started talking to him more. I started reading his word. I started listening to the people that was outside of what my religion had taught me. Just the surface level. I wanted deeper, understand about God. I wanted to understand why I was here. Like, I was in a very, very, very dark place after that apartment, and after losing my car, having it repoed. I was in a dark place because I had felt like I had lost everything from someone who used to provide for herself all the time, and always had like a stable income. What I thought in my head was stable at the time. Not having nothing at all, shit can be fucking devastating. Really crazy, because you never know where life is going to take you. You cannot lose faith. I feel like this really, this whole situation built my faith so strong, because I had to truly trust God in the process. God kept me. God kept me in these moments. So now that I can come out and fully walk out my purpose, really humbled me. He showed me that life can get crazy, but I always got you, bro. Now I can hear God more than ever. At first, I can say that I was walking with God. At first, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I wasn't walking with God. I had my own plans, my own outlook on a lot of things. But going through these things made me sit down and be like, okay, Brandy, you don't need to look at what you want to do. You need to look at what God is calling you to do. What are your talents? What can you do that is already in you that you don't even need school? I'm literally telling y'all, it was months where I was without Wi-Fi, without a phone, without all of technology, and I feel like God really put me in this place of solitude. I talk about this on my Instagram, but God really put me in this place of solitude because he wanted me to know that there is more to life than just social media. There's more to life than what they tell you. There's more to God than just religion, you know? God wants a relationship with you. He wants a bond with you. He wants you to be able to not just go to church on Sunday, but he wants you to be able to talk to him throughout every situation, on every day. You know, he wants you to bring him in the room with you everywhere because he's already there. I just have a whole different outlook on a lot of things, and that's what I feel like has really built my confidence up, because before I was very weak-minded to where I didn't really have confidence in myself. I didn't at all believe that little old me could run a whole community, like could bring a whole group of women together. It's amazing. That I'm so thankful for. But that opened my eyes to, okay, what are you about to do for real? What are you about to do? You have all these bills and you're drowning in bills, and you're working 9 to 5s and they're not working. You can see they can easily just fire you. They can easily just let you go. You can easily get hit by a car and not work there the next day. So you need to figure out what you can do that can sustain your life, even when you're not having to put in as much effort and be there. Do some amazing shit. Like, I didn't believe that I could do that. Now it's like I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. Even if I don't see it, even if it's not in the, first of all, because I do see it. Even if it's not in the physical yet, I see it already. God already told me about it. Now it's time to just walk that thing out and watch it happen in the physical. That's the cool thing about trusting God. When God gives you this vision of how your future is going to be, or he just gives you a vision of how your life is going to be, you don't take that lightly. You go and you immediately work on that, because you seeing that vision, that means that it is meant to come true. Person inside of you that is feeling like, girl, I need to start this YouTube channel. Like, you steady feeling like you need to start this YouTube channel. Why you ain't started yet? What's really stopping you? Like, why you ignoring God? Why? Because of fear? Let's talk about it. Let's freaking talk about it, because honestly, that was me. Why didn't I want to start Doll Club? Because of fear? Because I didn't know how people was gonna look at me? Who cares how they look at you? People need your talents. People need your advice. People need your opinion. People need your guidance. People don't talk about. A lot of things feel like a touchy subject for people. And definitely for black women. It's feel always like a touchy subject. We always have to be strong. Even for my black men, can never talk about feelings. And it's just like, bro, this is the stuff that drives people crazy. This is the stuff that drives people into the grave, because they can't talk about it and people shame it, and they make people feel closed in. Let's talk about not knowing that you have a purpose. Let's talk about not knowing about that. You know, I didn't even know I had a purpose. I didn't even know that I was special. Everybody is special. Learn your word, right? Learn your word. After I asked God, who am I? He really showed me who I was. Not just immediately, but over time, as I started doing different practices to get closer to my inner self, just like yoga, meditation. I started being more disciplined in obeying him and trying and actually seeking his word and seeking his voice. That is when he made himself present to me. You always has been there. I'm not saying that. That is when I can hear his voice so clearly. And since then, since I've been hearing his voice, I've been hearing his voice ever since. It's so amazing, y'all, to literally walk with God. That is the only way that I can do what I'm doing. That is the only way that I have so many talents. I haven't went to school for not one of them. It can make sense. You can't, because it's work of the Lord. Okay, you can't make it make sense. It's God's work. After doing that daily work, I'm still doing daily work. That work don't stop. That work don't never stop. You have to keep going. So back to what gives me confidence is word. Listening to God, to sermons, morning, day in, day out. There's this one lady I listen to. Her name is Latoya Okia on YouTube. Go look it up. She's an amazing motivational speaker, just an amazing overall person. Like, she has brought me through so much. I turn her videos on every day, and there was a point I was turning her videos on all throughout the day. I would have them just running, because I needed to hear the wisdom. I needed to hear what she had to say. I needed to hear the message that God was trying to tell me through her. I just really felt an anointing over her every time I would listen. I'm really big on energy, so like there was like a shift in like everything that I watched on YouTube. It was a shift in my mind, y'all. When I tell you I got in this place of solitude, it really showed me who I was. You can't boldly walk as yourself if you don't know yourself. You cannot. Like, it's literally impossible to be confident in yourself if you don't even know you're that bitch, you know? How you gonna be confident if you don't even feel? I don't know why my video just stopped, but how you gonna be confident if you like, what? So yeah, that's my like biggest tip. Know that you're that bitch. Whatever you do, do it proudly, because you're the only one that can do it like you. Literally. When I tell you that, bitch, you're the only one that can do it like you. Nobody can do it like you, sis. You have a purpose on this earth, and a whole lifetime for you to figure this out. Purpose will change throughout the seasons. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how in one part of your life you may be a chef. In the other part of your life you may be a mother. Next your life you may be a chef, mother, influencer, okay? Because you have developed all these skills, now you can put them in one. You are making a fortune. You hear me? People need you. People need your advice. That's why I say, like, influencing, it's not the easiest field. It's very organic if you can make it that way. If you show up as yourself, you will succeed. I guarantee you will succeed. And I don't even have the biggest following right now, but I already see it. I already know it's big. So in my mind, I've already succeeded. I've already won. Now I'm just showing up for my dogs every day. That's how I wake up every day. I work in confidence. I work like I'm just showing up every day as if it's already that. That is pure confidence. Wow, you guys, this look actually happened pretty fast. What I'm gonna say is like, trust God. Don't stress about just what doll club means, guys. Don't overthink, live life. Do not stress about the outcome. Just keep on going and God will work out the rest, literally. You focusing or overthinking about what you can do next, just go with the flow. Mess yourself up by not going with the flow. I'm gonna put my lashes on. I'm gonna come back to you guys when I put my lashes on because this look is pretty much done. If I don't give you guys a little 360 of the look, I hope you guys loved the TED Talk. I love talking with my girls. It gives me life. It just opens my heart up when I can let my light shine because, baby, we is in a new season. We are about to approach spring in March. Spring is coming up, so get ready for a lot of abundance, a lot of new things, a lot of growth. Animals pop out. Seeing the flowers pop out. Everybody popping out, baby, because it's time. It's time. It's a new season. And it's time that we grow, you feel me? Y'all, I never wear blush. It looks kind of different.
5 in the morning, I wake up to fight for my eyes. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day.
To become a doll, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, Doll Club. We love you, babe. Stay tuned for next week's episode of Doll Club, Friday at 6 p.m.